Okay, so gonna get real here with y'all. So I've been talking to a lot of ladies recently that are in a similar situation to what I myself, I would say, was in, still working through, but I think it's important to talk about. So here goes. I have about $60,000 in credit card debt plus additional money in loans that I'm still paying off as a result of over investing in myself. And that feels really vulnerable to admit because for a long time I felt ashamed of it. I felt like, well, if I'm as good as I really think that I am, I shouldn't have needed this much. I shouldn't be in this situation. I should have paid this off. And the thing is I did make enough money probably to pay it off, but instead of putting it towards paying it off, I kept investing, and not from the space of like, ooh, this is golden, and I know that this is like a really good opportunity and that it's aligned with my vision. More so, I was making investments out of desperation to make it work. And then the more in debt that I got, the more I felt that I needed that in order to fix it, because I couldn't see the how of how I was going to fix it myself. And that was really a shit spot to be in, if I'm being totally honest. And it almost ruined my marriage. Um, and my business. And I knew what was happening, but like I knew that there was something deeper that needed to be unlocked because I had invested in a lot of things. I had done mindset work. I thought I had done, deep embodiment work. I did energy work. I did strategic work. I had tried what felt like every different strategy under the sun. And if you are a follower of human design, I have a 1-3 profile. So trial and error is in my nature. So I've tried it all. And you maybe have heard me talk a little bit about that. But my point being is I tried everything to fix it, including putting more money in and saying, I kept hearing, these big successful coaches saying, well, if you want to be successful, you have to be in the identity of that version of you. You have to be the version of you that's making it. And I think for a lot of us, when we're in the thick of those feelings, we hear them say that, and we think, well, that means I need to invest. And then you hear people talking about how they always are investing in themselves, and how they always have coaches. And don't get me wrong, I love having mentorship and like having that reflection, and that safe space. It's really, really great. But the thing is they're not talking about it, most people, in a way that really is going to resonate with the collective. They're speaking to their ideal audience, and that, case in point, that's what we're taught to do in marketing. And usually the ideal audience, you might feel like it's you, but it might not actually be you, because most mentors and coaches and healers, you want people to invest from a place of empowerment, of feeling like this is going to help me change my life, not this is going to fix me, right? So, but I've seen so many women that are doing this, and really the truth of it is it's not about your business. It's not about the investments. It's not about being the person. It's about the fact that you have stuff that you have to face about yourself before you can be in that identity. And being in the identity of the person who has it already, who's already there, that doesn't mean that you're spending like her. It means you're embodying the energy of that version of you and how she would be right now where you are in your life. Okay, so this doesn't mean, oh, well, she said I need to be in the identity, and if I was in the identity of, someone who's making $100,000 a month, I would have no problem investing, $5,000, $10,000 a month in a coach. Let me tell you that if you aren't making $100,000, you shouldn't be spending like you are. Yes, sometimes, don't get me wrong, like sometimes you need to take a risk, but it comes from a place of deep trust and knowing, not like hope and pray, roll the dice and hope this is the thing that fixes it all, because there's no fixing you. No amount of money is going to fix you. No amount of love is going to fix you. The only thing that's going to fix you, is you going into the darkness, going into the parts of you that you maybe are afraid to face. And I know that's not the fun, fluffy things to hear, but it's the truth, and I can say that because I went through it myself, and I'm still. I don't want to say digging out of it, because I feel very good about where I'm at right now, even though that I've had some of the lowest months cash wise. While as I've been going through this, I was able to stay in the energy of the person who has it, but not from the aspect of money or how much I was making, but being able to hold the energy of knowing that my value, my genius, my purpose doesn't have a price tag on it. It's not about how much money I'm making or how much debt I have, where I'm at in my business, in my life. It's all us, and it's all us owning all parts of us, being our authentic self. And so many of us and so many of you are hiding who you truly are at your core, and to a point that you might not even realize it. I know that I didn't realize it. I kept hearing like, be authentic, be direct, and I thought I was doing all of these things, but it wasn't. You can only, when it comes to like your business in particular, you can only go as far as you've embodied. And the future version of you, the person who is in the identity of $100,000 months, 50,000, 20,000, $1 million months. Truth of it is she doesn't shake when she has her lowest months ever. She doesn't crumble if she has debt that she has to pay off. She doesn't make it mean something about her if she makes a mistake in her business or in her life, in her relationships. And I am going to do another video on relationships, and probably will end up doing several on that, and how this really plays into things, because for many of you, how you are in your relationships, whether it be your romantic relationships or otherwise, is a reflection of what's going on in your business, with your money, with your life, why you're stressed out, why your health isn't working. It's all related. It's all the same. It all comes from the same core things, and that is unprocessed emotions, energy that needs to move, and you can't just fix it. You can't just do an energy healing necessarily. And I'm not saying you need to do deep healing, because this isn't about that. It's just about knowing the things that are stopping you, knowing everything from the mindset to the way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, to the way you believe in yourself. When you are in the identity of that person, those things will all fall into place. And it won't be something you have to try to do. It will be something that just is. And I can say this because I have gone through the thick of it, and I have gotten here, and it was fucking hard. And I say fuck. I actually had instructions from one of my closest friends this morning after a chat we had yesterday. You know, she told me she loves that I say the F word in social media stuff. She's like, because you're so authentic. And I do say that. I say it with my clients. I say it in front of people. So, but when you can embody that energy of your true authenticity, being in your full expression of who you are, sharing your thoughts, your beliefs, sharing the fucks and everything else that come behind it, that's part of it. And if you are not doing that fully, if you feel like you're doing that, but yet there maybe is something still beneath the surface because you've tried everything else, this is the work. It isn't about trying harder. It isn't about doing more. It isn't about having one more strategy or, one more Jedi mindset hack. It's about getting into your body, embodying the version of you who has it, in that energy and moving everything through you, because you can't get there by avoiding. You can't get there by not facing yourself. The only thing you need to overcome is yourself. That is what is going to bring you everything you want. Guaranteed. If you want to have a conversation about it, whether or not you're ready to work together, feel free to send me a message. Facebook tends to be where I respond to messages the quickest, but you can really send me a message on any of the platforms. And I look forward to seeing you in some future videos. And just for, a little bit of context, I can't see the water tower back there, but anyway, that's where I'm sitting, and I will be bringing more of these videos to you from here and from all over. So talk to you soon.